Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Cheerless Yerwa, Undayete. Abendende, huh? Gadriende. Cheerless Yerwa. Yes, sir.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Yeah. Yaru.
Yeah.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Workende.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Yaru.
Yeah. Yaro. Wodo.
Yeah. Mandende. Quetta. Gadriende. Huh? Yeah. Huende.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Hestes. Yes, sir. Work on.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Yaru? Underyete. Workende. Workende.
Somewhere.
Workende. Here worked. Done.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce.
Here
But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Workan. Workan. Yeah, Eostalenda.
Yes, sir.
Eostalenda.
Somewhere.
Air to worker.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Huh?
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts. Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Asteriende. Yeah. Yes, sir. Ridende. Yes, sir. Gande.
To prevent having to haul ore large
Yes, sir.
distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Readerer. Ridende. Asteriende.
Here off. Workende. Yeah. Workan.
Yaru. Yeah.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Kuthlich.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Waiter.
Cheerless. Huh? Cheerless Abidende? Yaru. Work Henday.
Here's this. Where Yaru, where can? Yaru, working day.
What survey say?
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
And you worker?
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Sure, lass. Your way on your Saminende. That shula.
Ike om je selly. Vera Dawn. Each brewke that.
Cheerless hair. Cometh on a cheerless.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Yes, sir. Your way. Got.
Sure, lass. Your way on your Saminende.
Your way.
Theos. Veradon.
Your way.
What Yaru to work? Eat your work, Yes, sir.
Get what got we got.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Garwigan asetta.
Yeseli.
Trimmet Garu. Garwigan forth.
And your work, Sherlas der Fendi Hestum. Eat your work, Cap. Fair done.
Und von der Strelum!
Hua Wudu.
Garu Ufa! Gap Yirwa! Garwigan!
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north.
What's Hessa? Hura!
First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Oriende Hessa.
Garu Ufa!
Hartles je Hände!
Aknawa! Astiras Garwigan!
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Yes, sir.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables.
Forward here. Each will redone.
The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Yeah, each year.
Eat your worker!
Yes, sir.
Ridere, ja, each will. Farendedu.
Ike your selly. Wasting dog shooting.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Din Hester.
Hestes commended. That should be
Din Hester.
each timber face.
Eored Yaro.
Cheerless hair. Each timber thanks. That shula beo timber. You're his name.
Beod yeah. Yaro.
Yarway Eowaller.
Ishala.
Din Hester.
That should be Timbran.
Tremeth Garu.
Heras. Ichawilla. On Muna. Ichafoli.
Yerwa. Garu.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Heras. Leteth Usgan. Astigeth on way. Wernia. Heras. Dichiera. Verlende Nu.
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
It's Livia.
Cheerless hair.
Under Trotu.
That shula beo timber. That shula.
Listas Feras.
Here up, upper. That should be Timbran.
Garwiga. Mid-master.
Ichiera.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
West Duhala.
Boga ad od.
Strailboren, Yar.
Each Timbra Theos. Gongende at Akerham. Each Timbra Theos!
Yes, West Duhala.
Ike
And your worker. He's your worker. Spiridon.
Tremet Garu!
Yarwa, Fara, Eo Wigan.
Garu Uppe, kommet Anne!
Din Hesta.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Herregongat on way!
On Muna. Fara, Eo Wigan.
Gar Wigan, as that kommet Anne! Each will.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
Strailboran on Lisa. Gath Strailboran. We Sindon Sikende. On Styria Strailboran.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here, too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Your way. Off with that. And now. Each Timbra Theos.
Here is nay.
Estes comete.
Cheers. Here in the aperture, lass. Yes, sir. West Duhala.
Sherlas der Fende Hestum.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.